Hi guys, Alex here. Welcome back to Shook Unscripted on the road, and I am super excited for another car chat video. Today, we're going to be talking about some major drama, right? It has come out that Nader actually told Foodie that she will be testifying in his court case. So she had a response to that. We'll also talk about her new mukbang and the drama that has been going on. She's like this close to another rage, which is quite interesting. And then later on in the video, we're going to go ahead and talk about some of these juicy Instagram questions from Amberlynn's Q&A. It seems like she is really just not holding back. I feel like she just degaff, you know what I mean? All that and more coming up on today's Unscripted. Let's just get right into it. Shall we? I'm currently like stretching my ears right now, so I do have these tapers in public. I know. Whatever. So Foodie Beauty actually posted a mukbang to her channel. This one was called Pizza Hut Mukbang Pan and Stuffed Crust Pepperoni Pizza, where she actually eats an entire pizza. Like you can just see it from start to finish. And she demolishes that whole freaking pizza. I feel like at this point, and we've already said this, it's like a race to the bottom. And the way that it's coming across, it almost seems like it's on purpose. What do you guys think? Is this an out for her? If I keep doing these mukbangs, eventually something's going to happen and I'm going to have to go. Or is she going to have to go because of the heat? I get the feeling that she's going to leave pretty soon because she won't be able to stand the heat, and I'm betting on that. But during this pizza mukbang, she talks about garlic bread. Yesterday, she did a video kind of imitating him. We did already cover that. And then in this video, she kind of defends herself. Garlic bread is Irish, and she compared him to a leprechaun. So Foodie Beauty said, there's nothing wrong with that because guess what? I'm Irish. I really just don't care. She said that she didn't know that he was Irish, and so comparing him to a leprechaun, that's always her excuse. I had no idea they were this. Then why did you go to that very specific example? She was upset because she doesn't think that like grown men should be talking about her so much. This community, I mean, it is usually women or gay men, right, doing these videos. So let's go ahead and take a look at her community tab Clapback. Yesterday she posted one coming for just breezing today. And now she kind of has a response to the pushback that she received. Laugh out loud at the virtuous people upset about my last post about a crappy reactor who literally reads hate comments and admitted themselves it was to support their child. Chantal, a lot of people said like she was neglectful of BBJ, and they brought that situation back up and then questioned if she would make a good parent. Her and Salah have been kind of alluding to adoption in the future. That's very far down the line. And I hope it's very, very, very far down the line, or possibly never, because I just can't see her not being extremely selfish. And when you're a parent, you really have to put your kids' well-being above your own. That's what being a parent is all about, right? They come first. And nobody comes before Foodie Beauty. Those same people will then comment even worse things, infertility shaming me. Even the reactor herself saying things like, you don't know what it's like to have kids and you will never know. Well, she doesn't know what it's like to have kids. I do think it is a little bit mean to go for the infertility, but to be honest, Chantal asked for it at this point. So make it make sense. How you gonna condemn my post when it is literally what the reactor does? She makes 70 videos a week about me, mostly laughing at my hate comments, collects a check, and takes her kid for ice cream with it. Well, I do think that people are just responding to the comment that Foodie Beauty made, the community tab post that she made. Nobody is saying that she has no right to clap back at reaction channels. We've been down this road how many times? She has every right to clap back, but people are also responding to the things that she said. And she kind of opened herself up for people to talk about kids because she continues to talk about other people's kids. Your comments don't bother me, by the way, which is why I keep them up. So she has had her comments open for a little bit now, which is kind of surprising for Foodie Beauty. She always closes her comments or just has her beezers able to reply so she can heavily moderate them. She must see, and I know that she's a little bit desperate at this point. She's working on rebuilding what she completely destroyed on her channel. You are in your late 30s. So are you. Getting excited over provoking someone to rage, and you are responsible for shaping the morality of another individual with your high school mean girl mentality. Anyways, new mukbang stuffing my face coming soon. Love that from her. New mukbang stuffing my face. And that was, of course, the pizza mukbang where she demolished an entire pizza. I said on Twitter, she eats like Dwayne The Rock Johnson on a cheat day. I mean, he posts these like insane cheat days. I love a good Rage community tab post. I mean, keep them coming, girl. She then writes another community tab telling people to stick around because she's going to be on for a Beezer stream, which is like a members only stream in a bit. So people kind of thought that maybe she wasn't going to broadcast this to everybody, but it looks like she has decided to just put it out, and you can comment if you are a Beezer. This live stream, it's going on right now. It's called Testifying in Court ? So I went in, I watched the very beginning, and I got the tea, at least what I know for now. It's ongoing, right? What she is talking about is this situation with Natter. Yesterday, we did an update on Natter's court appointment. I am so appreciative that we have people on the inside willing to report this because we deserve to know. So yesterday, a clip surfaced on a few channels. I know that Funkle had the clip on her channel, but other people posted it as well. It was a clip of Natter basically saying that Chantal will have to testify, I guess, for him in this court appointment. He says that she can do this over Zoom, over the internet, and that she will be called to the stand. Well, we know that Chantal, when this happened, when May actually came out and accused Natter of R, Foodie actually falsified an alibi for him. She claimed that they were together, when in reality, people quickly found a live stream from that time, and they weren't together. She was at the villa or something, just not with Natter, right? So here's what Chantal says about the possibility of testifying in court. She says that she was not contacted. She was not subpoenaed. I wonder, like, how would she know if they subpoenaed her? That usually comes in the mail, right? So that would go to the villa. Either way, she's not getting any mail right now. So it's possible that she was, and she just doesn't know. Of course, she has the benefit of being in Kuwait. Is this the reason she ran away to Kuwait? Because a lot of people were speculating she really, really doesn't want to go back to Canada until this trial is just over, so she doesn't have to deal with it in any way. If she's over in Kuwait, there's not much that they can do. Although, if she is over in Kuwait, how are they going to contact her? I think that she also changed her phone number, right? So nobody has any way of contacting her except for close family and friends. Family and Pete's. Chantal says that they can't touch her, that the Canadian government cannot touch her. You sure about that, MC Hammer? Canada and Kuwait have some pretty healthy relations, and they will help them find you if it comes down to that. She made fake statements for him, and this all kind of played out online. So people are wondering if the prosecution, or whatever you call it, I'm not good with like court terms, but you guys understand what I mean. Defense, prosecution, blah, blah, blah. Do they have this evidence, the statements that Natter made, the statements that Foodie made, as well as the videos from May? I know that May actually wiped her entire channel, which, to be honest, is actually a pretty good idea. She said too much online. When you have something going on like this, you shouldn't say, and I understand that her emotions probably got the better of her, but you shouldn't talk about this on the internet just point blank. So Foodie says, this is her statement now, that she was with him that day, but she left. And there was a period of time where she was not with him, and he could have done anything at that time, right? So she can't account for his whereabouts during the time that this took place. Chantal threw it out there that maybe she was with Pete's on a live stream. I don't remember. Natter admitted, though, that he did go to the telly at some point. So he had time to do whatever happened. I mean, she says she don't know what happened. Nobody really knows what actually happened. And that's what they're trying to get to the bottom of, right, with this trial. But Chantal admits that he is capable of just about anything. And she says that she loves being over in Kuwait because she is away from those two. There's no way that anyone can reach her. She just doesn't have to deal with those two. If that's what it takes, I mean, she really shouldn't be playing along with the gruesome twosome anyway. But I wonder if that's part of the reason she doesn't want to go back. Is it because of this trial? Chantal ends her statement, and like I said, I only watched the beginning of the live stream just to get the tea and get out. She ends by saying that she cannot be a witness because she wasn't there. All right, you guys, so we have a little bit of Instagram drama to cover from Amber. She's been actually kind of pumping out some pretty decent Instagram questions lately. Like I said in a previous video, I've been kind of ignoring these for a while because they have just been so plain Jane. But Amberlynn is ready to clap back. She trashes Zachary Michael, and then she addresses Destiny and Becky. Here's what she has to say about Destiny spilling tea on her. Are you nervous about Destiny spilling, quote, tea on you? To which Amberlynn replies, not at all, because she doesn't have any. You sure about that, sis? Anything that she might have on me is probably personal. So if she shares personal things about me or my family, is this a threat? It just shows the kind of person she is, because it's definitely not something I'd ever do to someone, because if it was, I would have already done it. Oh my goodness. So what do you guys think? Is Destiny going to trickle these things out, like we said, to keep her name in the press? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Has she done her meet my girlfriend Q&A? Because I know that she said that she was going to do that on Instagram. So there is no meet my girlfriend Q&A yet. Why don't you get on a live stream, Destiny? How about that? I'd love to see that. So what do you guys think? Will she spill like personal things about Amberlynn? I mean, this was a close relationship IRL. Like Destiny said, they don't really speak anymore, any new community. So no new community tabs. She did post that little sliver of a message. I think that we are far more likely for Destiny to spill the beans than Becky ever would. So I kind of have my hopes up for this. Becky's just done with YouTube at this point. So I don't think the Baxter is going to be spilling any tea ever. But Destiny, look at what she already shared about her ex-girlfriend, Dana. You know, Amberlynn fits into that same category, ex-girlfriend. So will she spill the beans? I mean, she gave the complete rundown about what happened between her and Dana. So I think Amber might be shaking in her boots right now. What's going to come out? When you and Becky broke up, why didn't you leave Kentucky? I feel like that was the perfect time to do it. No hate. And Amber said, I had friends at the time that convinced me to stay, so I did. I didn't want to lose them and vice versa. Then things got serious with my health. So staying for health reasons was the next reason. So she decided to stay in Kentucky for health reasons. I mean, we know a moving situation, especially across country, for Amber is like pretty much out of the question at this point until she loses weight. I don't know how she would accomplish that. Has Amber ever been on a plane? She had to have been, right? But yeah, that's exactly why she didn't leave, because of her health, because of her weight. It would have just been borderline impossible for her to pick up and just go. But also, I'm pretty sure that she has access to pretty good medical care in a city like Lexington, although she was going to move to a big city like Seattle, so she would have medical care, good medical care there as well. But I think it does make sense to stay in Lexington for the time being until the WLS surgery. Now, in this Instagram question, she actually completely trashes Zachary Michael. This is a lot. Zachary complains about everything you say or do. He is never happy with what you show. It's hard to watch. I've gotten a lot of people telling me this recently, which is weird because honestly, I don't care. If it's hard to watch, don't watch. If you don't like it, don't watch. I mean that kindly because I used to watch him too, but you're right. He literally complains about everything. I think that when you're watching Amberlynn these days, like not much even happens. So you have to kind of find things to talk about in her vlogs, right? If you are doing like a reaction, it's low key creepy. I am his job, I am his boss. He literally has to watch me to make money. I am his boss. What? It's weird and it makes me super uncomfortable. I am his boss, girl. Like, what? I think it's time that she sits down and does another reaction video to him. I mean, that was such an explosive video for her several years ago, right? I'd watch it and then I'd watch his reaction to a reaction to a reaction to a reaction. Let's do that again. Repeat. You're manipulative. That's why people hate you, Amber. It has nothing to do with your weight. I wouldn't be able to manipulate the dumbest person alive, let alone even try. You can have that opinion of me, but opinions aren't facts. Facts don't care about your feelings. Wow. So she claims that she wouldn't be able to manipulate anybody anyway. So Why even bother? I think this comes from people saying that she was manipulating people to stay quiet about her by purchasing things for Destiny. Of course, that was so long ago, so it's not going to. Could you imagine if behind the scenes she was saying, you know what, Destiny, if you keep quiet, I'll buy you this, I'll give you that. Oh my goodness. She can't do that because she can't trust that Destiny won't leak that. And if that came out, it didn't happen, guys. I'm just like speculating. Then that would be even worse than whatever tea she's trying to cover up. But what do you guys think? Are we going to get some drama from Destiny? She is working on a girlfriend Q&A so we can meet Lexus, her high-end Toyota. I'm super excited. Speaking of luxury cars, Amber actually said in her Instagram the other day, this is just kind of funny, not really tea. Her parents were going to name her Mercedes. Like, can you imagine if she was actually Mercedes? I like that name, but it just doesn't suit Amber. All right, you guys, that's going to be it for today's edition of Shook Unscripted on the Road. We're just going to keep adding words. Let me know what you guys think, and I will, of course, catch you guys in the next one. All right, bye, guys.